Some Kenyans decided to chant Ruto must go. And when President William Ruto was elected, he became a darling to many Kenyans. But some of them are now chanting Ruto must go. Please watch this clip before we proceed.
Niguo tuiguithanie maundu maria mangituteithia KCC ri ni venue ya Kenya venue ya Kenya ri ona kuri uguo kuri ri.
Kindly like the video, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This is a powerful message to the head of state. Some Kenyans are angry and they have decided to chant Ruto must go. Why do you think they are doing that? Why do you think Kenyans are angry at William Samoei Arap Ruto's government? Why do you think? In this video, I want us to discuss why Kenyans are still angry at William Samoei Arap Ruto, despite the fact that he decided to form a broad-based government, which some Kenyans do not subscribe to. Number one, poor performance of his last 2 years as the President of the Republic of Kenya. Now, Kenyans expected many things to come from President William Samoei Arap Ruto, but some of them are disappointed. Some of them are totally disappointed. And that is why you'll find most of them saying they will not vote for him in 2027. But the problem with us Kenyans, even if we are cheated by these politicians, you will still find some of us voting for them to retain their seats because we don't learn from our mistakes. But this is going to take William Samoei Arap Ruto time to convince other Kenyans, especially those who voted for him, because I believe some of them are among these Kenyans who are chanting Ruto must go. It is dangerous for him politically in 2027. Number two, Kenyans feel that the issue of Adani, the Social Health Authority, over taxation, new university funding model, they don't subscribe to such kind of things because even if we talk about the new university funding model, those people that are chanting Ruto must go, they have brothers and sisters who are learning at the universities. So they feel that pain. And the only way they can express it is by saying Ruto must go. And this is dangerous for President William Samoei Arap Ruto in 2027. Some of his supporters will not vote for him again because they feel betrayed. I want to tell you something. In 2027, it will take William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, hard time. It will take him, or it will take a miracle for him to convince even the Gen Zs. Remember what happened on 25th June 2024? Many of them feel betrayed by the current administration after giving in to their demands, dissolving the cabinet. He appointed some of them back to his cabinet. He brought in the opposition into his cabinet. Some of Kenyans do not buy to such ideas. And the only way they can do it, or the only way they can express their dissatisfaction, is through saying, Ruto must go. This was just recorded, but the reality of the ground is that there are those people who are saying Ruto must go every day. The president should do something to change the minds of those who feel betrayed by his own administration. If I take you back to the issue of Adani, remember, during the last days of the Gen Z protest, or maybe the protest, there are people who are protesting against JKIA takeover by Adani. And I'm going to speak about this because it is something that is touching so many Kenyans. So many Kenyans feel that there is corruption in these stories to do with Adani. And Raila Amolo Odinga the other day he said that Adani is so good. He knows Adani all the way back to when he was the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. Many Kenyans are not buying that idea. They just want this process to be transparent. And let me tell you, the only way they can do it is to express their dissatisfaction through saying Ruto must go. And that is what is going to become the order of the day. In fact, during 2027, I think the president, if he can't change uh, the way he's performing right now, maybe this will be the order of the day during his campaign period in 2027. Even the Social Health Authority, I'm coming back to that because many Kenyans do not understand. They feel like there is no public participation on this particular social health authority. The only way they can do that is to tell William Ruto, you must go. And Ruto must go symbolizes so many things. It symbolizes the way they're dissatisfied with his government, the way they're dissatisfied with whatever he's saying, which is not fulfilling. For example, the promises that he's making to Kenyans, many of them feel that he's not telling them the truth. Now, another thought that another point that I'm also thinking, some of them are also dissatisfied with Gashagua's impeachment. Some of them feel that Rigathi Gachagua was impeached in a manner that does not depict how William Ruto promised never to harass his own deputy president. So some of them might be motivated by that. Then also we have the issue with the broad-based government. Some Kenyans also feel this broad-based government is not good for them. And some of them also feel that we have so many abductions in Kenya and the government is not doing anything. The only way they can do that is through Ruto must go. Now, what do you think William Ruto should do to retain a seat in 2027? Because I feel like Kenyans are not attached to the president. He sold the hustler narrative, and that hustler narrative cannot be sold to them again. He has become a dynasty himself. What do you think he can do? Because these stories to do with Ruto must go. These stories to do with Ruto must go will be the order of the day in 2027 during his campaign periods, because that is what many Kenyans will use to dissatisfy their many Kenyans will use to express their dissatisfaction with his own government. I don't know what you think. You can let me know what you think in the comment section. But I promised at the end of my videos to do civic education. The place. Remember to register as a voter, vote for a good policy, and also demonetize politics as soon as possible. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.